Be me. Grown adult man, dad passed. House got quieter in the way that hurts. Mom goes into keep the warmth alive mode. Lights on, Sunday dinners still happen, traditions preserved. And lately, apparently I'm the biggest unfinished project in the home. Start small, mom stirring soup. You work too much. Me, okay. You don't go out enough? Me, I go out. Mom, to the grocery store. Then she escalates. One day there's a pamphlet on the counter. Meet new people, local young professionals mixer. My face when I know exactly what this is. Throw it away. Next day. Speed dating night. Find your person. Don't even touch it. Just stare at her. Mom sipping tea. Face of a woman who has never manipulated anything ever. You dropped this. Me. On purpose? Mom. I don't know what you're talking about. Hopeless. Friday call. Mom voice suspiciously cheerful. Already know I'm walking into a trap. Sweetheart, I need you to do me one tiny favor. Me? What favor? Mom. Community fundraiser at the downtown cultural center. I promised I'd show up, but my knee is acting up. I need you to go for me. Wait for the dating shoe to drop. It doesn't. Red flags everywhere. Me? Why can't you just not go? Mom. Because I gave my word. And the Johnsons will be there, and Mrs. Johnson will call me, and... Me. Okay, I'll go. A pleased pause. Mom trying to sound casual. Great, just be nice. Me. I'm always nice. Mom. Be extra nice. Me. Mom. Mom. I love you. Bye. Hangs up. Stare at phone. No proof. Feel set up anyway. Arrive at downtown cultural center. String lights. Polite laughter. Silent auction. Enough cheese cubes to feed a small nation. Also, donor types. Consider walking back out. Decide to do 1 hour challenge. Smile, shake hands, leave, survive, 10 minutes in, pretending I belong. Someone bumps into me near the raffle table. Turn around. Oh no, she's absurdly pretty. Dark hair pulled back, simple earrings, looks up, smiles. Sorry, I wasn't watching where I was going. Voice soft, me on autopilot. No problem. She grabs a clipboard. Do you know where the sign-up sheet is for volunteer shifts? I've been walking in circles for 10 minutes. I think I've seen the same cheese cube 3 times. Okay, that's actually funny. Point her to a table near silent auction. She follows my gesture. Thank you. I swear the room rearranges itself when you're not looking. Me. It does that. She asks if I've been here before. Me. No, I was sent. Her smile widens. Sent sounds ominous. Me. It was... She tilts head. By who? Hesitate. Me. My mom. Her face flickers for half a heartbeat. Recognition. Like I said, the password. Then it's gone. She goes light again. Oh, that's nice. Helping your mom. Me. Is it? She smiles like she likes that answer. I'm Julia. Offers hand. Shake it. Anon. Her handshake is firm, warm hands. She's not nervous, or she's good at hiding it. So, she says, are you here as a volunteer or as moral support? Me. I think I'm here as a hostage. Julia's eyes brighten. That makes 2 of us. Me. You're a hostage too? Julia, solemn nod. The community demanded my presence. Tell her she looks too composed to be a hostage. Julia, faint smug smile. It's called survival. Talk for a while. Small conversation that feels weirdly easy. She asks what I do, actually listens. Room feels less irritating. Then she says it. Sorry, I talked to your mom briefly. Me internally. Record scratch. Me out loud. What? Julia cheeks warm just a little. Yeah, earlier. She was very sweet. Julia sees my face. Rushes. Not like, she just mentioned you might show up. She wanted to make sure you weren't miserable. Stare at Julia. Stare at room. Stare back. Mom isn't subtle. Julia is suddenly less cute coincidence and more chess piece. Julia. Is that bad? Lean in, low voice. Julia, why did my mom know you'd be here? Julia pauses. She opens mouth. Someone yells across the room. Julia, we need you at the sign-up table. Julia flinches, looks back at me. We can talk. Just give me 5 minutes. Walks away. Me standing under string lights like an idiot detective, thinking one clear thought: my mom did something, again. And the girl who made me laugh is part of it. 5 minutes later, Julia returns, finds me exactly where she left me, still by raffle table. She approaches like I might bite. Okay, we can talk now. Arms crossed immediately. Great. Start with the part where my mom is running a matchmaking operation from behind the curtain. Julia blushes, looks away, back at me. I didn't mean to blurt it out. I get nervous when I feel cornered. Me. You felt cornered by me while I was holding a raffle ticket. Julia exhales, almost laughs, stops herself. Yes, I know it's ridiculous. Me. It is, but I respect commitment. Julia relaxes slightly and then, your mom is persuasive. Me. Nice way to say dangerous. Julia, immediate nod. Exactly. Move toward a quieter hallway. Donors float by with cheese cubes. My life is now a plot line. Julia rubs her hands. I'm not here to mess with you. Me. Then why are you here? She hesitates, goes still like she made a decision. Because your mom offered me money. Blink. Money? Julia nods. Words start spilling. She asked if I'd go on some dates with you. Nothing creepy, nothing forced. Just spend time with you. Help you get out of your head. Get you back into the world. Me staring like I'm watching reality collapse. You're telling me my mother hired you to date me. Julia turning pink. Yes. Silence. Me. How much? Julia, eyes widen. What? Me. How much did she offer? Julia. I'm not telling you. Me. Why not? Julia, mortified. Because then you'll think I'm a terrible person. Immediately regrets it. Not terrible. I mean, me. You already took the money. The number doesn't change the morality. Julia winces. That's fair. Rub a hand over jaw. Part of me wants to be offended. Part of me wants to laugh. Largest part wants to confiscate mom's phone. Me. So you're here because she thinks I need a supervised dating experience. Julia softens. She didn't say it like that. Me. How did she say it? Julia hesitates, quietly. She said you got quieter since your dad passed. That you handle everything responsibly, but never let anyone take care of you. She said she missed seeing you happy. Oof, look away. Mom has no right to weaponize my feelings. Also, she's not wrong. Still furious. Me? I'm not a project. Julia nodding fast. I know. I didn't agree because I think you're broken. Me. Then why did you agree? Julia lifts chin, pride. I need to pay for school. Tuition, books, everything. I work. I always have. I don't ask for handouts, she adds, voice tight. I could ask my dad. He'd pay instantly. But I don't want to? Me. Why? Julia jaw tight. Because I don't want to owe him. Or feel like I'm still a kid. Respect. But still. My mom hired a human being to flirt at me. Me. So what happens now? Julia swallows. Whatever you want. If you want me to leave, I leave. Says it bravely. Fingers twisting anyway. Study her. Sigh. My mom is going to be insufferable. Julia. What? Me. If I storm out, she'll know she got under my skin. She'll act innocent. Then cry. Then guilt trip. Then bake something. Julia horrified. Me. Yes, it's terrifying. Julia tries not to laugh. Fails. Then freezes. Sorry, inappropriate. Me. No, accurate. Then I decide. Me. Here's what we're going to do. Julia, eyes widen. Okay. Me. We're not doing whatever my mom planned. We're doing a version we control. Julia. What version? Lean in, low voice. We make it a contract. Short term. Clear boundaries. Julia. A contract? Me. Yes. Few dates. Public. Harmless. Friendly enough that my mom stops interrogating me. Julia stares. So fake dating. Me. Controlled fake dating with rules. Julia. Why would you do that? Me. Because I hate being manipulated. And I hate even more when the manipulation wins. Julia mouth twitches. That's stubborn. Me. Yes. Julia thinks. Then, what are the rules? Hold up finger. Rule 1, we don't humiliate each other. Julia nods immediately. Rule 2. You don't report my personal life back to my mother. Julia cheeks warm. I wouldn't. Me. Still a rule. Rule 3. If either of us says stop, we stop. Julia eyes soften. Okay. Pause. Rule 4. I don't want your money. Julia. What? Me. Whatever my mom pays you is between you and her. You're doing this for school. Fine. But I'm not making it a power thing. Julia looks startled. Julia. You're not mad? Me. Mad at my mom. Annoyed at the situation. Confused. Not mad at you. Julia swallows. So we do it. Me. We do it. Julia. Your mom is going to be thrilled. Me. That's the downside. Julia tries to compose herself. Okay, controlled fake dating, short-term, boundaries. Me. Good. Julia glances at room. We should probably look like we're enjoying ourselves. Me. We should? Julia. People are watching. Look around. 2 older ladies absolutely watching. One whispers to the other and smiles. Sigh. Unbelievable. Julia. What do couples do at fundraisers? Me. Pretend to care about silent auction baskets. Julia. Serious nod. Great, let's pretend. Walk to silent auction. Julia points at a basket. This one has homemade jam. Me. My mom would fight someone for that. Julia, wide eyes. Your mom fights? Me. Politely. Julia smiles. 2 days later, first official fake date. Julia texts at noon. Your mom invited me to Sunday dinner. She said it would be casual. I feel threatened? Me. Sunday dinner is not casual. Sunday dinner is a trial. Julia. What do I wear to a trial? My face when I laugh at my phone. First sign, this is survivable. We meet for coffee beforehand to coordinate. I show up early because control issues. Julia arrives 5 minutes late. Simple sweater. Jeans. She sits down and slides a small notebook across the table. Me. Is that notes? Julia. Nod. Couple notes. Me. You made couple notes. Julia. Offended. You said controlled. Open notebook. Neat list. Me. Slowly. You're prepared. Julia. I don't like chaos. Julia taps pen. We need a believable reason why I'm coming to dinner. Me. My mom invited you. Julia stares. We need a better one. Me. You're learning, Julia thinks. We're working on something together, a project. Me. Sure. Julia narrows eyes. Pick a project that can't be questioned. Me. Like what? Julia leans in. Something boring, she writes. Project, budgeting. She looks up. If she asks what we talked about, we say insurance, and she'll fall asleep. My face when I actually laugh out loud. Julia blinks. Me. That was good. Julia cheeks warm. Thank you. Me. Careful. Julia. Don't start. Julia gets serious. One more thing. Me. What? If your mom tries to push, you have to be the one to stop it. Me instantly. Agreed. Julia's shoulders lower, like that mattered more than she wants to admit. She snaps notebook shut like a judge. Okay, let's go face the trial. Arrive at my house. Mom opens door before we even reach the porch. Oh no, hair done, lipstick, earrings. Warm smile like she's auditioning for sweetest innocent woman alive. Julia, Mom exclaims like she's a long-lost niece. Come in, come in. Julia, hi, Mrs. Mom, call me Linda. Mom turns to me. Look at you. You look presentable. Me. I always look presentable. Julia coughs, trying not to laugh. Mom's eyes flick to Julia. Ah, Julia has humor. Mom will love that. Problem. Dinner starts normal. Small talk. Julia compliments food. Mom asks about school. Julia explains tuition, working, paying herself. Mom's face softens. Mom. And you don't want to ask your father? Julia, polite smile. He'd help. I just prefer earning it. Mom nods. Then Mom goes casual knife mode. And how did you and my son get so close so quickly? Kick Mom under table. Mom ignores it. We talked at the fundraiser. Then we kept talking. He's easy to talk to. Mom sips water. Aw! Me clears throat. We've been discussing insurance. Mom blink. Smile dims immediately. Oh, it worked. Julia mouth twitches, proud. After dinner, Mom demands dessert in living room. Julia sits politely. I sit beside her. Mom strikes. So, Julia, what do you think of my son? Me, Mom. Mom, innocent voice. What? I'm asking her opinion. Julia blushes. He's solid. Me, side-eye. Mom nods satisfied. He is, very reliable. Mom turns to me. And what do you think of Julia? Julia's eyes snap to mine. She wants safe answers. Me, Julia's smart, quick. Mom announces she needs something from kitchen, leaves room. The second she's gone, Julia leans toward me and whispers, "Your mom is terrifying." Me, I told you. Julia eyes dart to hallway. She's watching us. Me, she's always watching. Julia goes quiet, then softer. She really misses your dad. Me goes still. Julia, I can tell. She's trying to keep you close. She's trying to trap me in domestic bliss. Julia mouth twitches. You'll never escape. Me, then you're my accomplice. Julia looks at me a second too long, whispers, maybe. Chess does something stupid. Mom returns at the worst possible moment. Stops in doorway. Doesn't even need evidence. She senses the shift. Narrows eyes, pleased, cheerful voice. Anan, help me with the dishes. Me stands up, resigned. Walk past Julia. She whispers, good luck. Me whispers back, if I don't come back, tell my story. Julia smiles. Time passes. Wednesday. We have a planned date at a bookstore cafe. Me, you're doing that thing. Julia, what thing? Me, pretending you're fine. Julia tightens. I am fine. Me leans back. Okay. Julia immediately, don't do that. Me, do what? Julia, agreeing. It sounds like you're waiting for me to confess something. Tap the table once. Julia, you've been avoiding me for a week. She opens mouth, closes it, jaw tight, looks at bookshelves. I've been busy. Me, you're always busy. Julia, what does that mean? Me, busy isn't the real reason. Finally, she says, low. It's getting messy. Me, how? Julia frustration spikes. Because it was supposed to be simple. Me, and it's not. Julia small head shake. No. Watch her hands, clenched around cup too tight. Me, are you feeling guilty? Julia offended instantly. No. Me, yes. Julia presses lips together, finally mutters, maybe. Me, about what? Julia, about everything. Me, be specific. Julia, don't tell me what to do. Me, I'm not. I'm asking. She finally blurts it. I feel guilty because I'm starting to enjoy it. Me goes still. Julia words come faster. Spending time with you, talking, being around you. And I hate that I enjoy it because it started as a job. Her cheeks warm. Me, you didn't lie to me. You told me. We set boundaries. Julia, that doesn't erase it. It still feels wrong. Study her face. Me, do you want to stop? Looks down. Quiet. I should. Me leans forward. Is that what you want? She doesn't answer. Me, this doesn't have to be a moral trial. Julia snaps. It is. Me, no, it's a choice. Keep going or stop. But don't hide behind should if you don't want to. Julia stares. Quiet. You make everything sound simple. Me, I make it clear. And what if I keep going? What if it stops being fake? Me, then we deal with it. Julia, how? Me, by being honest. Julia scoffs. I'm not good at that. Me, I've noticed. She glares, then serious again. Anan, I can't afford to get attached to you. Me, why? Hesitation. Because I'm used to handling things alone. And you're the kind of person who makes it feel easy to lean on you. You don't have to lean, I say, but you're allowed to. Julia looks at me, then shakes her head. This is why I'm stepping back. Because if I don't, I'm going to start wanting more. Me, do you want more? She freezes again. I don't know. That tells me everything. We leave the cafe, at her car. She turns, face goes neutral again. I'll still go to Sunday dinner. So your mom doesn't suspect anything. Me eyebrow up. So we're still performing. Julia cheeks warm. It's temporary. Me. Julia. Julia sharp. What? Me calm. If you want to stop, stop. I won't argue. But don't punish yourself by staying half in, half out. Julia tight. I'm not punishing myself. Me. You are. She stares, looks away. I don't want you to think I used you. Step closer, careful. I don't think that. Julia looks back at me, frustrated. Then why are you still here? Why are you still being decent? Because I like you, even if it started weird. Julia goes still, eyes widen, whispers, don't say that. Me, why? Julia snaps, then lowers voice. Because I'm trying to be responsible. And you keep making it hard, I just say. Then be responsible. But be honest too. Julia stares a long time, then nods once, tiny. Okay. She gets into her car fast, then rolls down the window. Anon, voice tight. Sunday dinner, we act normal. Me, normal. She holds my gaze one more second, quiet. Good night. Me, good night. She drives off. Sunday morning, Mom texts, I made roast, and dessert, and just a little something for Julia. Stare at screen. 5 minutes later, Julia texts, I'm wearing the safest outfit I own. Julia shows up. She brought flowers. My mom loves flowers. Open door. You came back. Julia lifts bouquet. I'm brave or stupid. I'll decide later. You're prepared, I say. Step aside. Let her walk into the arena. Mom is in full Sunday mode. Apron, earrings, hair done, smile. Mom. Julia, come here. Julia hands over flowers. Mom's face softens instantly. Oh, sweetheart. These are lovely. Julia does polite smile. Thank you for having me. Mom lightly touches Julia's arm. Then Mom looks at me. Mom's eyes. I did this. Dinner begins. Julia answers school questions smoothly. Talks about working. Mom listens with quiet respect. Mom offers Julia extra potatoes. Julia tries to refuse. Halfway through, Mom drops a bomb with a smile. Oh, I forgot to mention, Mr. Carter is coming by. Freeze mid-fork. Who? Mom waves it off. A friend from school, high school. He's in town for a few days. I told him to stop by for dessert. He said he missed my cooking. Stare at her. This is new information. Julia goes still. You didn't tell me you invited someone, I say, Mom with the innocent blink. It's just dessert. Look at Julia. Go casual. Julia, you okay? Julia nods too fast. Yes! Before I can interrogate her, doorbell rings. Mom lights up. That'll be him? Mom goes to door. Julia's gaze follows like she's tracking an incoming meteor. Lean in and whisper. You're acting weird. Julia whispers back, tight. I'm not. Julia, I murmur. You're gripping your fork like it owes you money. Julia, cheeks warming. Stop noticing things. I'm not doing it on purpose. Door opens. Mom laughs warmly. Then a man's voice fills the hallway. Linda, he says, you haven't changed. Mom makes a noise that is not the noise a grown adult woman should make. It's the noise of a teenager receiving a compliment in 2006. She guides him in. Tall, older guy. Late 50s maybe. Well dressed in the still wants to impress someone way. Gray at the temples. Relaxed posture. He steps into dining room. Smiles. Mom. Anon, this is Daniel Carter. We went to school together. Daniel nods politely. Good to meet you. Stand up. Shake his hand. Likewise. Then his eyes go past me, to Julia, and his entire face changes. Julia goes pale. My stomach drops. Because I know that look. That look is recognition. Daniel, slowly. Julia. Julia, small. Hi. Mom blinks. Wait, you know each other? Daniel stares at Julia, then, very quietly, what are you doing here? Julia flicks eyes at me, then down. Mom's smile falters. I look between them, and my mouth says what my brain is screaming. Okay, so this is a thing. Mom turns to Daniel, confused. Daniel, what? Daniel doesn't look away from Julia, careful voice. Linda, this is my daughter. Mom, mouth opens, closes. Opens again. Your daughter. Julia is now the color of a stop sign, like she's trying to evaporate. Daniel looks at me like he just switched to HD. And you are Linda's son? Me. Yes. Daniel rubs his forehead. Mom stares at Julia. Then Daniel, then Julia again. Mom, whispering, "You're Daniel Carter's daughter." Julia nods miserably. Mom. But you said your dad, you never said his name. Julia tight. Because I didn't know it would matter. Daniel sharper. Julia. Julia looks at him like she's already exhausted. I didn't plan this. I didn't even know you'd be here. Daniel scans the room. Mom, me, Julia. Back to Julia. Slowly. So you're dating Linda's son. Julia opens mouth, closes it. I decide to be the sacrifice. We've been spending time together, I say. Yes. Mom is still buffering. Daniel, I had no idea. Daniel nods once. I can tell. Then looks at Julia. We need to talk. Julia stiffens. Now? Daniel, softer but firm. Yes, now. Mom steps forward. Daniel, please, let's not do this. Daniel glances at her. Linda, I'm not angry. I'm just surprised. And then I see it. Old familiarity, unfinished chapter energy, both widowed, both alone in different ways. And my soul quietly leaves my body. Daniel's gaze lingers on Mom a beat too long. Mom looks like she remembered something she tried to bury. Julia stands up. I stand too. Quietly to Julia. You don't have to do this alone. Julia's face softens for half a second. I'm fine. Lie. Daniel looks at me, measuring, then surprises everyone. I'd like to speak with both of you? Mom, both of them? Daniel? Yes. Mom looks like she's about to faint. Julia looks like she wants to become a ghost. I'm like, cool, cool, cool. Denial is dead. We end up in the living room. Daniel in the armchair, Julia on the couch, hands folded like she's in court. Me next to Julia, Mom hovering in the doorway. Daniel, calm. Explain. Julia swallows, then does the impossible. She explains. Fundraiser. Mom offered money for dates. Julia accepted because tuition. Didn't want to ask her dad. Daniel's face tightens. Quiet. You didn't ask me. Julia lifts chin. I didn't want to. Daniel stares. Daniel looks at me. And you agreed to this. Me, steady. I did, but not because I wanted to be manipulated. Daniel, eyebrow lift. Then why? Because Julia didn't feel like a scam, I say. She felt real. And I wanted control over the situation. Daniel studies me, then glances at Mom. Mom is tense. Daniel back to Julia. And now? Julia hesitates. You can see her fighting herself. Then quietly, now it's not simple. Daniel, softer, because you like him. Julia blushes. Daniel leans back, slow exhale. Mom, cautious. Daniel, I swear I didn't know. I didn't even know my attempt to bribe had already been exposed and that they're just friends. Daniel looks at her. I believe you. Daniel stands, looks at Julia first. We'll talk later, about money, about school, about why you think you have to carry everything alone. Julia, jaw tight. Okay. Daniel looks at me. If you hurt my daughter, I'll make your life unpleasant. Me, nod immediately. Daniel blinks. Mom folds arms. If you threaten my son in my house, I'll make your life unpleasant too. Daniel gives her a faint smile. I remember. Mom's cheeks warm. Stop remembering. Daniel chuckles, turns to leave. I'll take a slice of dessert to go, for the road. Mom flustered. Of course you will. Daniel leaves. Door closes. Julia sits perfectly still, then covers her face with both hands. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Mom sinks into chair. I went to high school with Daniel Carter. I haven't seen him in years. Julia muffled. I know. Mom looks at Julia, then me, then Julia again. Why didn't you tell me your last name? Julia lifts her head, eyes tired. Because I didn't want. Mom opens mouth, then shuts it. I lean forward. Okay, new plan. Both of them look at me. We stop pretending this is under control. We deal with it like adults. Julia. We are adults. Mom. Barely. Julia, small. My dad thinks I'm a disaster. Me. Your dad thinks you're stubborn. Julia. Same thing? Mom stares at the door, then quietly, almost to herself. He looks tired. Julia looks surprised. Mom realizes she spoke out loud. Snaps. Anyway, me and Julia just stare. Mom. Don't. Julia mutters. This dinner was supposed to be normal. Me. Sunday dinner is never normal. Julia leans back, exhausted. And now my dad knows. Me, quietly. And now we decide what this actually is. Julia meets my eyes. Monday morning, walk into kitchen. Mom making coffee. Doesn't look up. Do you want eggs? Stare at her. Do you want to explain what happened? Mom stirs coffee slowly. Nothing happened. Point at her. Linda. She flinches. Okay, she says too fast. Something happened. Thank you. Now we're in reality. Mom sighs. I didn't know she was Daniel's daughter. I know, I say, but you did hire her to date me. Mom's eyes widen. I did not hire her to date you. Stare. She backpedals at light speed. I hired her to spend time with you. Mom presses lips together. I was trying to help. Me. You don't get to outsource my personal life. Mom's expression softens. Anan, you've been alone. Me. I've been single. Mom. Not the same. I'm not a project, I say. I know you miss Dad. I miss him too. But you can't fill the silence by managing me. Mom looks down at coffee, then nods once. Okay. Blink. Okay? Mom. Yes, okay. I crossed the line. Stare suspiciously. Are you actually apologizing? Mom's face tightens. Don't get used to it. I exhale a short laugh. Noted, Mom adds quietly. I just didn't want you to wake up one day and realize you forgot how to let someone in. Julia isn't replying to my texts. Drive to campus, find her in library corner, laptop open, sit across from her. Julia doesn't look up. If you're here to make jokes, don't. Keep voice calm. Not here for jokes. Her fingers pause. Then why? Because you're avoiding me. I'm not avoiding you. Raise eyebrow. Julia. She holds my gaze, then exhales, annoyed. Okay, I am. Why? Jaw tight. Because my dad looked at me like I'm 12. Lean back. He looked at you like he was worried. Julia. That's not better. Me. It is. It means he cares. Julia, low. He'd care less if I just took his money and stayed out of trouble. Pause. Then steady. You didn't do it because you're reckless. You did it because you're stubborn. Julia snaps. I'm not stubborn. Give her the look. She holds it 2 seconds, then mutters. Okay, I'm stubborn. Good, own it. Julia looks down. This is humiliating. Which part? I ask. The part where your dad found out. Or the part where my mom is running a small business called Fictional. Julia's mouth twitches, quietly. I didn't want my dad involved. You wanted to handle it alone. Julia. Yes. Why? She hesitates. Because if I ask him for help, I feel dependent. After my mom died, she says, eyes down, he did everything. He was there, always. And I love him for it. But I don't want to spend my whole life as the girl he has to rescue. Chest tightens. Keep voice steady. You're not a rescue. Her eyes lift slightly. You're allowed to accept help sometimes. She swallows, mutters, I hate when you say reasonable things. I'm consistent. Then, quieter, are you mad at me? Answer immediately. No. Julia. Why not? Because you told me the truth. And because your reasons make sense. She pauses, then asks the real question. Small voice. Do you still want me around? No hesitation. Yes. Julia doesn't pull away anymore. We meet after her classes, go to my place. She has a paper due, walks in, takes off coat, immediately does what she does when nervous, organizes something, lines up my mail by size, straightens crooked frame, shoves my keys into the bowl. I watch from doorway. She catches my gaze mid-key adjust, freezes. What? Shrug. You're nesting. Julia. I am not. You're nesting. You've been here 12 seconds and you've already fixed my life. Julia glares. Your life was unsupervised, so you're supervising. Cheeks warm. Stop talking. We sit at the table, laptop open, muttering about rent. I listen, but she keeps glancing at me. Finally, I close her laptop gently. Julia snaps. Hey! I know, I say. Deadline. But you're not finishing tonight. You're tense. Julia. It is normal. I hold her gaze. Julia. Reach out gentle, asking not taking. She leans into it for half a second. She whispers, if you kiss me, I'm not going to be able to act normal after. Pause. Do you want me to kiss you? Yes, obviously. Most Julia confession possible. Kiss her. The rest of the night is quiet and private. Morning arrives too soon. She suddenly goes businesslike. I need my laptop. Blink. Right now? Yes, she says, panic rising. Stare, then laugh. Julia glares. Don't. Kiss her forehead. Go get your laptop. I'll make coffee. She hesitates, then nods. Walks toward the kitchen in one of my shirts. Time skip. Walk Julia to her car. She pauses. That went better than I expected. Same. She hesitates. Quiet. Thank you. Ask for what? For holding steady. You make it easier. Step closer. You make it worth it. Cheeks warm again. She looks up stubborn and soft at once. If your mom and my dad start dating, I'm blaming you. Laugh. Okay. She opens car door, pauses. Anon. Yeah. Half-second hesitation. Then she kisses me, pulls back. Good night. Good night. She drives off. I stand there watching. Next few weeks. Julia shows up at my apartment with groceries because she noticed I'd been eating protein bars. I drive her to campus when it rains because she refuses umbrellas out of principle. Julia doesn't spam affection. She does affection like she does everything. One night get home, sink empty, dishes clean, sticky note on fridge. Stop buying the cheap coffee. Julia. Stand there for a full minute. She arrives later. Hold up note. You broke into my home. She removes coat calmly. I used the spare key you gave me. Try not to smile. So you're just upgrading my life now. She walks past me toward kitchen. Your life needed supervision. Tell her it's her favorite hobby. She opens cabinet, pauses, looks at me. Why do you keep acting surprised? You knew this would happen. She moves around my kitchen, pulls out a pot, sets it on stove, lean on counter. What are you doing? Flat, cooking, blink. Why? She glances up. Because you were going to eat cereal for dinner. Protest. I could have eaten something else. She raises eyebrow. Name it. Starts chopping vegetables. Watch her a moment. Ask carefully how school is. Busy? Ask about her dad. Tiny pause. He's trying. Say that's good. Then she adds quiet. He asked if I needed money again. Wait. I said no. Sigh because obviously. She shoots me a look. Don't start. Hands up. Not starting. Observing. Few minutes later, slides plate in front of me. Looks amazing. Stare. You made this. Arms crossed. Yes. Say, I don't deserve this. She twitches. Correct. Laugh. She pretends she didn't enjoy that. Meanwhile, Mom and Daniel are having their own situation. Find out because Mom calls one afternoon too casual. Daniel stopped by. Pause mid-email. Why? Mom voice innocent. He returned my casserole dish. Me. You gave him a casserole dish. Mom clears throat. He left with leftovers. So you gave him a dish, Mom snaps. People borrow dishes. Tell her this is how people date in her generation. Mom goes quiet, then offended. Don't be ridiculous. Ask why he came inside. Mom speaks faster. Because it was raining. And he didn't want the bread to get wet. Blink. He brought bread again, Mom snaps. It's a bakery. Pause. Mom. What? You sound happy. Don't psychoanalyze me. Smile. Before hanging up, she adds, Julia's father is polite. Tell her that's the nicest thing she's ever said about a man. Mom huffs. Goodbye. Click. That night at my place. We eat dinner, she cooked. Later, she rinses plates. I watch her move around my apartment like she belongs. Realize something simple and terrifying. I don't just want Julia in my life. I want to build one with her. She comes back into living room. I say, careful. Julia, what? Hesitate half second. I've been thinking. Her eyes narrow instantly. That's never a good sentence. Smile faintly. It's a good one this time. She crosses arms. Say it. Tell her. I want you with me for the long run. Julia goes still. Are you saying this because we had a weird start and you feel obligated? Shake head. No. Are you saying it because your mom will explode with joy? Also, no. She searches my face. Answer the real question without her asking. I'm saying it because I love being your person, and I want to keep earning that spot. Her cheeks warm. She looks away then back, voice smaller. That's... Stops. I wait. She mutters. That's a lot? Nod. I know. Long moment. Okay. My chest unclenches. Repeat, okay. She nods once, steps closer, presses forehead to my chest. Wrap arm around her carefully. She whispers, almost annoyed. Don't make this into a big scene. Smile into her hair. I won't. But in my head, the decision clicks into place. If she can choose me this fully, this bravely, then I can choose her back, and soon I'm going to make it official.